हाय, वेलकम टू अनदर वीडियो। आज हम जाने वाले हैं सोमोरीरी से हानले, विच इज़ अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ अबाउट 150 किलोमीटर्स। रास्ते में आपको कुछ बहुत ही खूबसूरत नज़ारे देखने मिलेंगे, तो चलिए साथ में देखते हैं। हानले इज़ बेसिकली अ स्टॉप ओवर फॉर पीपल हु गो टू उमलिंगला. Umlingla is the highest motorable road in the world. It was Khardungla at first, but now it has been replaced by Umlingla. So Hanle is basically a stopover where people tend to take a break in their journey to Umlingla. Hanle is also India's first dark sky reserve. A dark sky reserve is basically where you can clearly see the galaxies and the different stars at night. At Hanle, out of 365 days, you can see very clear skies for 360 nights, and that's why it's one of the best places in India for astro enthusiasts. After a drive full of such soothing views, you reach a mountain peak called Mount Saraswati, and at the top of the peak is the Indian Astronomical Observatory, which is also the Hanle Observatory. It's basically at a height of 14,700 feet. And this observatory is controlled by the astrophysicists in the Bangalore city. It's a nice drive to the top of the peak. Observatory is open only till 5:30 p.m., after which you cannot enter the premises. And once you're at the top, after parking your vehicle, you need to walk a little bit and reach the observatory. Frankly, it was a little bit disappointing that there was no one to show around or guide or explain what all the instruments or the complex machinery is about, or any kind of live demonstration or viewing of any stars, constellations, or galaxies as such at this time, which would have made it much more interesting. And you're left to just explore the observatory on your own. There are some PowerPoint presentations, but it's just like anything else available easily on social media. Nonetheless, after completing your visit at the observatory, you can check in at your homestay. Do not expect any fancy hotels. There are good, decent homestays available in the Hanle village. After resting for some time, as the skies get dark, starts the best part of visiting Hanle. You get to see the Milky Way right at your doorstep. And it was something out of this world to see the Milky Way just in front of you. And some of the homestay owners also have computerized telescopes, and they arrange for night sky viewing events as such. So you can either in your own homestay check that out, or visit the nearest homestay, pay about 200 rupees per person, and they show you about 4 or 5 different stars or constellations as such, which is quite interesting. And not to miss the clear skies and the shining stars all over you in the clear sky of Hanle. I did not know the basics of astrophotography, so I've just taken some basic pictures or a video from my mobile using the night mode option. I'm adding it for you, just have a look how the view was at night in Hanle. That's the Milky Way, and the white dots are the stars. So, next morning, the plan was to go from Hanle to Pangong. This is a distance of about 310 kilometers, so it was going to take us about 7 8 hours. Who cares about the distance when you have such pretty views all around you? खुला आसमान, ताज़ी हवा, प्योर हवा, clean air. Just enjoy it and soak it all in till the time you're there. हानले के रास्ते और हानले से निकलते वक्त आपको काफ़ी वाइल्ड लाइफ दिखेगी एज वी केम अक्रॉस दिस ग्रुप ऑफ पश्मीना गोट्स ऑन आवर वे. हानले टू पैंगोंग का एक स्ट्रेच है जहां आप टर्न लेते ही स्टार्ट ड्राइविंग अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल, एंड दैट्स वेयर ऑल द इंटरेस्टिंग places start to appear. The first one is the Rezangla Memorial, which is basically a war memorial just around the places where the 1962 Indochina War was fought. China used to be about 20-25 kilometers ahead of these mountain ranges that you can see on your screen, but after 1962, this is till where they have come in, and this is now called the line of actual control. Technically, this is the place where Major Shaitan Singh and his 113 men fought with the Chinese soldiers during the 1962 war, and this memorial has been built in his memory. You can explore this memorial around for some time and also honor the sacrifice of our soldiers from that time. A big salute to them. You'll also come across this kiang, which is a species of wild ass, or it's also known as Tibetan wild ass, which is predominantly found in the Himalayan regions and the Tibetan regions as such. Not sure, but the locals say that kiangs keep moving between India and China frequently. Interesting, isn't it? As the drive to Pangong continues, the first village when you enter from Hanle to Pangong is Mirak. Can you see the intricate stone boundaries that the villagers have made around their houses or lands? Merak village is a relatively lesser inhabited village in Pangong as compared to the other touristy or commercial places or villages. And that's the first glimpse of Pangong So or Pangong Lake. Pangong Lake is at a height of about close to 15,000 feet. It's about 134 kilometers in length, and about two-thirds of it is with China or Tibet, and one-third with India. The lake changes colors during the day depending on the clouds and the sunlight falling on it. Do not miss to take some goofy pictures with the Three Idiots style props which are available throughout the lake. इस लेक की खूबसूरती को देख के समझ में आ रहा है कि रांचो यहाँ क्यों शिफ्ट हुआ था. Jokes apart, it was so peaceful and so quiet here that you could just sit and enjoy the lake and its pristine waters just for the entire day. The line of actual control, which is the border between India and China, passes through this lake. There have been reports of clashes that have happened as recent as 2020, 2021 between Indian and Chinese officials, but both sides keep patrolling the area continuously throughout the day. The locals also showed us the Chinese bunkers and the stations at the faraway mountains through their handheld binoculars. So that was quite interesting sight. You can just enjoy at the lake or go check in at your homestay or camping site have a little bit of a rest, and then come back to the lake during the evening time just before sunset. It is forbidden to swim in the lake or take your vehicle in the waters or close to the water, so please avoid it. We did not see any such activity happening, but I've seen some clips on social media where still people are taking their vehicles very close to the water. Let's preserve and save the beautiful lake that we have in our country. Next morning, it was time to say goodbye to Pangong and head towards Nubra, but at the same time, enjoying the last few views of Pangong Lake. And while we are driving from Pangong to Nubra, you come across a couple of other villages of Pangong closer to the Nubra side, which again I felt are too commercialized, like the Man village. The one where I stayed was Mirak, and it was quite peaceful, quite open, and the lake was very much cleaner and quieter at that place. Colors of the lake keep changing from blue to green to even a shade of purple or violet at times, depending on the sunlight and the movement of the clouds. Isn't it amazing? So, this time it was a short stay at Pangong for just one day and overnight, but with a promise to be back sooner for a little longer time. So that was it for this phase of the journey in Pangong, and the next phase will be in Nubra. I look forward to sharing my experiences of Nubra with you shortly. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please do subscribe.